One of the things that baffles people sometimes is just working with folders in Windows. The best way to look at what you have on your hard drive is by using the application that comes with Windows called Windows Explorer. You have Internet Explorer to actually look at or peruse files over the internet, but Windows Explorer is this application here. You can get to it by going to the Start menu, located here in the bottom left, clicking Start with your left mouse button, then going to All Programs, and from there, Accessories, and down to Windows Explorer and left click here. Windows Explorer opens and it looks like this. There's a standard menu bar up here, and you have these icons here that you can quickly create things, and also an address bar here. Windows Explorer can actually go in and go to internet pages if you like. This bar here in the middle can be moved left or right by moving the cursor here where you see the cursor turn to a horizontal double arrow line, and you can hold it with your left mouse button and move this back and forth. We'll move it over here and let it go. On the right side, you can close this in also by coming over here, and when you see the double arrow appear, you would hold this down with your left mouse button and move it over. You can also do the same thing with your right side of it by, when you see this double arrow appear, you can move it in this direction and thereby make the entire window smaller. Once you do that, you'll see the scroll bar here on the right. There's also a scroll bar at the bottom to help you scroll across. We'll get to that by, if I put the cursor here at the top and the double arrow appears going vertical, when I hold my left mouse button down, this will increase and decrease the size of it this way. I can take the left mouse button and grab the top here and actually move up the entire window, as you see here. I can also grab the bottom of it here and move it up also, and this will change the size of the window. And here I'll grab it and pull it back down into it, and grab the bottom of it here where I can move it back and forth. Now we've brought it into our screen. These yellow items here are folders, and as you scroll down, these are the actual files, and you'll see the information on it, the size, type. It'll appear like this when you go into this icon to look at your views, or you can do your views from up here. It starts off in icons where the actual icons are shown here, but if you click in the middle, you'll see the views appear, and the one I like to use is details. You can also click this and click the menu item here, view, and change the view. I like details because with details I can change the size of these columns by clicking here and moving this over. I can also change the size of them by moving the cursor between the two column headings, and when it changes to that line there, from the arrow to that cross, I can double click that there with the left mouse button, and it'll change to whatever the size of the largest item is in this column. As we move down, you'll see that that's here. So I'll hold that with the left mouse button and move it over to here. Size, I'll move that over to here. If you make it smaller than what's actually in there, it will just truncate the item like this and give it the 3 dots. If you don't see this address bar here, you can add it by right-clicking anywhere up here, and your address bar can be added or taken off. And here, these icons or standard buttons can be added or taken off also. I'll right-click and put them back on with the left click. The right window over here will reflect whatever is clicked on over here in this window. For example, if I click this minus beside the folder, it will collapse so that everything inside of it is still shown over here in the right window, but it'll collapse to show me my other options over here, the other folders or options that I have over here. When I left click this plus, then all of this opens up also. So if I want to see what's inside one of these folders or multiple ones, all I have to do is click here to show what's in the folder. What I'll do now is collapse that down by clicking the minus, and I want to create a new folder inside of my documents. So what I'll do here is I can click File, go down to New, and across from here I'll see Folder, and I can left click Folder and a new folder will appear under my Documents window. Or I can come over here and move it over off of these folders here, or the names here, and right click over here and go down to New and see Folder come up here that way also. What this did then was to create a new folder, and the new folder is called just that, New Folder. You see it appear here at the bottom. When the new folder first appears, it's highlighted and you can type in and change the name of it, or you can click it once, wait a moment, and click inside of the blue again with the left mouse button, and you'll see everything turn to the edit mode. Now once it's highlighted like this, I can type in whatever I want and rename that folder. I'll call it My Autoresponders and hit enter. Now this folder was created as My Autoresponders.